Oh, where did it go? We are live. Good morning. Good morning. I am doing this before I head to work this morning. So I'm so excited about day 6 and day 7. We will huff it through this because, like I said, I have to go to work this morning, but I didn't want to miss this opportunity for us to come and do day 6 and day 7. I still got to do my daughter's hair before she gets off to school. So your girl is going to have to scoot and doodle. But we are back for another phenomenal Draw the Circle. Like I said, this is going to be day 6 and 7. And man, I don't know if I told y'all, but I've been doing the Daniel fast and it has been doing wonders in my life. So reading this book, I've been reading the Bible, doing the Daniel fast. Your girl has just been feeling absolutely spectacular. I feel like even my face is looking good, right? This Daniel fast got me feeling fabulous and feeling nice and thin. Because there's not, you don't eat much, there's no meat involved. Um, it's pretty much becoming vegan, but without meats, like you don't do sugar. And it's water only. And so it's been a really exciting time over here. I've been cooking morning, noon, and night just to make sure that we're all fed and we're all full. So super excited. But today we're going to be talking about day 6 and 7 of Draw the Circle. So for day 6, um, so much has happened over the last few days. Like I said, we're going to hop through this because I got to get to work. But for day 6, I want you guys to really get into this. Okay. Day 6 is about shameless audacity. Yet, because of your shameless audacity, he will surely get up and give you as much as you need. That's Luke 11:8. And for those who are new here, we are talking about Draw the Circle, and we are bringing spirituality into the fold as we continue to move forward with our manifestation journey. There will be a whole section on science. I just haven't found the right one. So, anyway, shameless audacity. I was doing a radio interview shortly after The Circle Maker was released, and the host of the show told an amazing story about his missionary friend, Dr. Bob Bigley. Bob's church in Africa didn't have a church building, so they literally met under the shade of a single tree near the village. That is, until the local witch doctor cursed the tree and it withered. The church didn't just lose their shade, they were overshadowed by the curse. It undermined the authority of their message. Bob knew their status in the village was in jeopardy if he didn't do something about it. So he called for a public prayer meeting. Not unlike Elijah, who challenged the prophets of Baal to a prayer duel, Bob confronted the curse and called down a blessing on the tree. He literally laid hands on the tree and prayed that God would resurrect it. Now that's shameless audacity. If God doesn't answer his prayer, he would have dug an even deeper hole. That is, oh shoot. 1 second, y'all. No way. Oh my gosh. Okay, deeper hole. That is the risk of prayer, isn't it? But if we don't ask, we'll never know. We accumulate lots of wouldas, couldas, and shouldas. It's gonna be a lot going on here, people. Um, Here's what I know for sure. God won't answer 100% of the prayers we don't pray. And I think that's the biggest point of it all is you have to ask the question. Otherwise, you're not going to get your prayer answered, right? If you don't ask for what you desire. Hold on, y'all. My husband is calling and I need to see what he needs. Hey, on live. Okay. Okay. Let's see if he texted me back. Okay. So you have to ask for what you want, you have to ask for what you desire. It's so easy to just keep going along, not asking for what you want. I even said yesterday, a lot of our challenges are directing us towards what we want. But if we keep looking at the challenge and not what we desire, we'll never receive what it is we want. Oh, okay, he's here. Shoot. Okay. Can you go garage? All right, guys, this is real life stuff. Okay, real life stuff. Okay, so we must ask, right? So there is an old adage, desperate times call for desperate measures. Every prayer is a calculated risk, but sometimes God calls us to ante up all the faith we have and then let the chips fall where they may. That's what Bob did. He asked God to resurrect the tree, and then he added a little tagline to his prayer. It's it's not my name that's at stake. Okay? We when we act in faith, we aren't risking our reputation. We are risking God's reputation because he's the one who made the promise in the first place. But if we aren't willing to risk our reputation, we'll never establish God's reputation. We'll never experience miracles like the one Bob saw. Not only did God break the curse and resurrect the tree, it became the only tree of its type to yield its fruit, not once, but twice a year, a double crop, a double blessing. Okay, a double blessing. Mm. My smoothie for the morning. Why do we mistakenly think that God is offended by our prayers for the impossible? The truth is that God is offended by anything less. We need to be dreaming those impossible prayers. We need to be having those impossible dreams and saying, hey, nothing less. Okay. Where am I at? This is so funny because all I'm thinking is, where am I? Oh, yes. God is offended when we ask him to do things we can do ourselves. It's the impossible prayers that honor God because they reveal our faith and allow God to reveal his glory. So shameless audacity. In Luke 11, Jesus tells a story about a man who won't take no for an answer. He keeps knocking on his friend's door until he gets what he came for. It's a parable about prevailing in prayer, and Jesus honors his bold determination. Yet, because of your shameless audacity, you will surely get up and give you as much as you need. I'm telling you, I am loving the shameless audacity. Hold on. You wait. Sorry. This is like real life. Okay. I keep thinking about shameless audacity and like, when you think of somebody like they have the audacity to ask me that, right? Like they have the audacity to think that I was gonna say yes to that. I've had so many moments where I've seen people ask audacious questions, right? For audacious returns and audacious types of money. And I've just been sitting here like, oh my God, like I want to ask those audacious prayers, right? I wanna ask God with boldness, with authority, and say, "Hey, hey, this is what I want," and know that I can and will receive, right? And so, I love that because you will be honored with what you need. I love this depiction of prayer. There are times when you need to do whatever it takes. You need to grab hold of the horns of the altar and not let go. You need to dare demonic forces to a duel. You need to do something crazy, something risky, something different. The epitome of shameless audacity is the circle maker himself. When a severe drought threatened to destroy a generation of Jews, Homie drew a circle in the sand, dropped to his knees, and said, Lord of the universe, I swear before your great name that I will not move from this circle until you have shown mercy upon your children. It was a risky proposition. Honey could have been in that circle a long time. But God honored that bold prayer because the bold prayer honored him. And even when God answered that prayer for rain, Honey had the shameless audacity to ask for a specific type of rain. Not for such a rain have I prayed, but for rain of your favor, blessings and graciousness. Okay. Honey didn't just ask for rain. He said, I want this kind of rain. Don't play with me. The moral of this parable is to prevail in prayer, but it also reveals the character of him who answers prayers. The request is not granted simply because of repeated requests. Prayer is answered to preserve God's good name. After all, it's not our reputation that is on the line, it's His reputation. So God doesn't answer prayers just to give us what we want. God answers prayers to bring glory to His name. I'm sorry, that just gets me, honey. The beauty of obedience is this: it reveals us. The beauty of obedience is this: it relieves us of responsibility. It takes all the pressure off of us and places it squarely on God's sovereign shoulders. I was just having this conversation with my dad today. When you just know, having faith of all faith, that God is taking care of you, God got your back, He's going to do what it takes. You don't even have to worry. And I think so many of us pointlessly worry about things that we shouldn't even worry about. Not even shouldn't, because I'm not gonna shit all over you, but we worry about things naturally, and when we know that, hey, the glory be to God. Like, let's say your finances are funky, right? You got funky finances and you want your money to be better, but you know that God is going to get you through this. You know that God is He always has, He's always had your back. There's bills that come up, they've been paid, like He's always got your back, and so the reality of it is, should you really even worry? Should you really even worry, right? So, when we give the tithe, for example, I just was talking about money. Ooh, Jesus. When we give the tithes, for example, our finances are no longer our responsibility, they become God's responsibility. God even says, "Test me in this." And if we test God, we'll find that He can do more than 90% than we can do with 100%. It turns financial management into a giving game that gets more fun the more we give. And the more we give, the more we can enjoy what we do. When we pray, we relieve ourselves of responsibility. We let go and let God. We take our hands off and put our concerns into the hands of the Almighty and trust Him. He can handle whatever we put in His hands. Sometimes we're afraid of praying for miracles because we're afraid that God won't answer. When I first read this, I was like, how many people think like that? A lot of people. We're afraid to ask God for the big miracles because we're afraid we won't get it. We don't want to get our hopes up. Like, it's bananas how we short change ourselves. We don't allow ourselves the opportunity to have the more, to have the abundance, to have the prosperity that is your birthright, because we're so fearful that God won't answer the prayer. But the answer isn't up to us. We never know if the answer will be yes, no, or not yet. But the answer isn't up to us. It's not our job to answer, it's our job to ask, and Jesus exhorts us to ask. Ask, and it will be given to you. Seek, and you will find. Knock, and the door will be opened to you. I just wanna point out that's manifestation all day. It's my smoothie. That's manifestation all day. So when you stop and really realize that you were built and brought here to manifest. You were built and brought here to call in the abundance that is your birthright. You were built and brought here to have the prosperity, to allow the dream to come true, to receive the abundance that you have been desiring. You were brought here for that. And I think so many of us don't even realize that we have this possibility over our life. And so what do? We ask and it's given. We seek and we will find. We knock and the door will be open. Start knocking, baby. Start asking, honey. Start seeking your purpose, your gifts, all of that. They're your birthright. Thank you, Brandy Blackwood. Appreciate the love on the lives. So these three words, ask, seek, and knock, are present imperative verbs. These are action words. These aren't, hey boo, yes. These aren't thinking words. These aren't, they're action words, right? Ask, seek, and knock. And so we got to get into action. In other words, they aren't something we do once. They are actions that are repeated over and over and over again. Keep asking, keep seeking, keep knocking, and I might add, keep circling. Okay. Woo! Draw the circle, baby. So the greatest tragedy in life is the prayers that go unanswered because simply because they go unasked. Now it's funny, I wanted to move on to day 7, but I think I'm gonna save day 7 for tomorrow, and we'll do day 7 and day 8 tomorrow. But what I wanna leave you guys with here today for day 6 is yet because of your shameless audacity, he will surely get up and give you as much as you need. Okay. So we often mistakenly think that God is offended by our prayers for the impossible. But it's the impossible prayers that honor God because they reveal our faith and how God and allow God to reveal his glory. After all, it's not our reputation that's on the line, it's his. Sometimes we are afraid of praying for miracles because we're afraid God won't answer. But the answer isn't up to us. We never know if the answer is yes, no, or not yet. It's not our job to answer, it's our job to ask. Jesus exhorts us to ask. Has an impossible prayer been laid on your heart? Reflect on the request and entrust it to the one who can do all things. I just want to know, is there an impossible prayer that has been laid on your heart? Has there been an impossible prayer that you have been praying and asking for? And what I want to I impress upon you and ask you and I won't say beg. I was gonna say beg. That sounds terrible. But what I want to say that we all can do is continue to circle that prayer, continue to uplift that prayer, continue to have that prayer. Because guess what? God is just saying, not yet, not yet. It's coming. Your time is coming, right? Ask and it will be answered. Ask. Why? Why is it not answered yet? God, ask and it will be answered. Seek and you will find. Seek, find the answer, right? But then knock, honey, and that door is going to be wide open for you. And so it is up to us to ask, to seek, and to knock. It is up to us to pray and know God has our back. It is up to us to showing up, keep showing up for our lives, for our future, for our abundance, for our prosperity, for our finances. Pray over your finances. Right? And the answers are all around you. They're all around you. That's why I love talking about mindset. You could be sitting here blind as a bat to everything going on because you're not thinking that you have the answers. But when you open your eyes, opening your eyes and saying, God, I give it over to you. Now you're able to drop your hands and just open your eyes. I give it over to you. Opening your eyes is meditating on it, allowing the thoughts to come, the answers to show up for you. Opening your eyes is asking the question before you go to bed. Oh, what is that thing I need help with? God, okay, look, universe, okay, I need an answer by the morning. And guess what? Your answer will come in the morning. But the answers are all around you. Be shameless in your audacity to ask the bold questions, to ask the bold requests, the ones that make you clench your booty cheeks. I talk about it all the time. I'm talking about the requests that make you go, "Woo, hoo, hoo, hoo." If I get that, I know I got a powerful God, right? If I get that, I know the universe got my back, right? But it's up to us to show up day in and day out and search and go after so we can receive. day in and day out. I was gonna do 2 days, but we ain't gonna do 2 days because A, I gotta get to work. B, my daughter, I gotta get her hair done so she can get to school. And C, honestly, I want us to ruminate on that for a minute. Our shameless audacity. We can't just move on from that. We have to get audacious. And I'm telling you, audacity is not just, God, I would love to get the little things. Audacious is the things that make you clutch your pearls, like, "Ooh, ooh, 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 ooh." Right? I got a few big dreams like that. One of my audacious dreams is to own 20 acres of land and to build on it. Ooh, it's audacious, it scares me, but I know once blessed with it, I'm gonna bless so many others in that because I'm doing it in honor of him, right? This has been a big dream. A big dream since I was like 10. And I'm doing it in honor of him. All right. Man, that felt so good. So yes, go out today. Think about your audacious prayers, the ones that make you uncomfortable. Get yourself a few of them if you can, right? Get yourself a few of them if you can. Be audacious in your asking and ask for whatever it is that you truly desire. And watch God start to move and work in your life. And don't ask like, "Well, God, I mean, it would be nice, but I mean, like it's so funny. I'm reading the Bible right now, and we're in Genesis, and it's the story of Abraham and Sarah. And God decides to, Sarah and Abraham, they took it into their hands a couple times trying to have a baby, right? Like one time, Sarah even had Abraham sleep with their maid, and the maid got pregnant. And, then she got mad at the maid for getting pregnant, like, "Ooh, heifer, how you gonna have my man's baby?" Right? Like just crazy stuff, right? I swear the Bible reads like like some of these TV talk shows I be watching, y'all be watching. But anyway, um, and so finally, Sarah, God told Abraham and Sarah, "I'm gonna bless you with a baby." And Sarah was around the corner eavesdropping, right? And Sarah's like, God gonna bless me with a baby when I'm 90 years old. I'm all old and used up. And she laughed. And God said, "Did Sarah just laugh at me? Did she just laugh at me and say I'm not gonna be able to bless her?" So Sarah lied and was like, "No, I didn't laugh. I didn't laugh, you know. But she laughed. She was like, God is funny. He playing games. He gonna bless me when I get to 90 years old, right?" My whole point to the story is this. Some of us aren't really believing the audacious prayer. We're not really in the believing or in the realm of believing that all things are possible for us. But I'm here to let you know, dream and have the audacious prayer. And don't just be audacious about your asking, be audacious in your faith. Be audacious in your belief. Be audacious in the knowing and the fact that it's already mine. The fact that I asked for it was just me telling God out loud. But he already knew, and it's already mine. All right. I hope that was helpful today. Everybody get out there and get some audacious prayers, audacious asking. I want you to have the audacity to ask something big and bold, and I want that audacious prayer to make you clench your booty cheeks. Yes. If it don't make you clench your booty cheeks, I don't even want you to even be thinking about it. I need for it to make you so uncomfortable that even you're saying, "Ooh, I have the audacity to even ask that." We're gonna be that audacious here today, okay? So everybody come up with an audacious prayer, the audacity that you're gonna have to ask this prayer in 2025. Come up with one today, okay? Today. What's up, Leanne? How you doing, my queen? Come up with an audacious prayer today and ask it. Like I said, something that really just makes you clench your booty cheeks, something that just makes you really uncomfortable and be like, "Oh my God, I cannot believe I just asked that. Clutch my pearl." Ask. And that's what we're doing on here today. Okay, we're having the audacity to ask for something so big that it even makes you uncomfortable. All right. I love y'all. Got to get to work. Got to get to my child. But I hope everybody has a wonderful day. Leanne, I'm so happy to. I've been seeing you recently, Queen. What's up? Are we supposed to be doing something together? Are we supposed to be collaborating? Because I feel like you've been everywhere, like on the phone. I get to see you here live. What's up? What's up, Leanne? What we doing together? We gotta make some go live or do something together. I need you in my life. All right. And you know what's so funny? Let me tell y'all something funny. My girl Leanne, I love Leanne. I think it is a yes. Yes, Leanne. I love my girl Leanne. I gotta tell y'all something. I had just asked God recently, literally dropped to my knees and prayed and asked God for real, true friendships that match my energy, our energy matches, right? And then the craziest part about it is me and Leanne haven't talked in months, and then she gonna call me on Instagram and oh, sorry, sorry, TikTok. Then Leanne went ahead and called me on Instagram, right? And oh, your late mama is here. Okay. Leanne went and joined me on Instagram. I mean, she called me on Instagram. I'm like thinking to myself, God is just gonna send me my people. He's just gonna send me my friends. So Leanne, I love you. I love you so much, and I'm so happy you're here. And yeah, we're definitely gonna have to connect with my daughter. My daughter's like, hi, say hi here. So we are gonna get ready for school. I love you so much, Leanne. We're gonna connect, but that's all y'all gotta do. Ask God. Be audacious in your prayer. Even if it's like, "Ah, God, I just want new friends." God will be like, "Okay, here she go." Because that's literally just what happened to me. I need some friends that match my energy. God say, "Here she goes." So I love you guys. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful, amazing day. If you need friends who match your energy, I got your back. I'm here. Okay. Hit your girl up, slide in my DMs. But just know, be audacious in your asking today. Be audacious in what you want. Be audacious in your prayers. You are worthy. You are deserving. Prosperity is your birthright. I love y'all. Bye.